Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Syntax Sorcerer, and this is going to be a little bit of a slightly different video. So normally we always code together. I have recorded this 3 times now, deleted my code, redone it 4 times now, and for whatever reason, OBS did not record. It says it was recording. I go to where my files are recorded, check the storage, everything, and it's just like, hey, I'm not going to work. Sorry, I had to make sure it was recording still, and I'm hoping this one's going to go through. So instead of writing this code, what has been 2 hours recording, finishing, redoing it, recording, finishing, redoing it again and again and again, I just copied it, I finished it, I tried it one more time, and then I pasted it. So I am very sorry, but today I'm going to instead just walk you through step by step on every single thing that we're doing here. So if you need to pause the video, I totally understand. But instead of making this like the 6th time now, I want to say, I'm just going to walk you guys through the code. So we're going to do more Linq practice today. So remember, Linq is a way to query inside, similar to like SQL, lets us query, manipulate, and whatnot, all sorts of things. It's a little bit easier than like regular loops. So let's go over this. So we're going to start with a public class person, make it public string name, get and set, public int age, get and set, public string city, get and set, right? Once we're done with that, close it off, and then head over to static void main, right? And so from here, we're going to create a list called list of persons called people, and make it a new list. Excuse me, jeez. We're going to populate that list now with someone named John, 30, City of New York, Jane, 25, City of Los Angeles. You can see this goes over and over and over again. We're going to do this a few times. From there, we're going to use Linq to find all the people older than 30. So use variable older than 30 from person in people, right? Person is the name, people is the list, right? So we're going to do from over the age person dot age greater than 30 for people over the age of 30, and then select person. So from there, we're going to create a console write line, people over the age of 30, obviously display, do a for each loop, var person in older than 30, console write line. We're going to say use the number symbol, the money symbol, I mean, person dot name, person dot age, person dot city. So we're going to list their name, age, and city. You could argue it needs to say name right here. Sure, that's totally fine. It doesn't really matter however you want to do that. I'm going to do a blank console.writeLine, make that really easy. And then we're going to use Linq again to find all the people living in New York. So now we're going to do var living in New York is what we're going to call it, equals new people where. And P equals or greater than, which means we're going to look for something that has the exact same name as New York City. Now, obviously, we don't want to use greater than because there's no distinction for greater than New York City, right? This is a string. So it needs to be equal to New York. That's the next thing we're going to do. So we're going to console write line, people living in New York. For each variable person in living in New York, console write line, person.name, person.age, person.city. Very simple. Console write line to give us a blank space. Again, I'm sorry I'm moving fast through this one. It's not fair for you guys, but I'm really tired of writing this code again. I already write out my lesson plans now that we're getting a little bit more in depth. So writing this out 6 times now has been very exhausting, and I'm very tired of writing it. So now we've sorted people by older than the age of 30. We've sorted people living in New York. So now we're going to order them, put them in order for people by age. So var variable ordered by age. So we're setting it to the order. As you can see, we're using from person and people, order by. This is how it's going to lowest to highest, highest to lowest, whichever one you want to go by. We can set that later, but we're going to say person, age, select person. I believe this is going to go lowest, smallest number to highest number just straight away, but there's a way to set it from, there's a way to do it a different way. Anyways, We're going to console.WriteLine again for each variable person and ordered by age. Again, name, age, city, person.name, person.age, person.city, console WriteLine to give us a space. Now we're going to use Linq to group people by city. All right. Now, I don't know the exact way it sorts people, or I'm sorry, it's going to group them by city, not sort by city. Sorry. Brain's a little off after doing this so many times. So var grouped by city from person in public, group, so this is another one, group person by person.city into city group. Select city group, right? So console WriteLine, people grouped by city. For each variable city group in grouped by city, console.WriteLine city group dot key. That's the key that we're using. For each variable person in city group, console.WriteLine the person's name, the person's age. We don't need to necessarily display the city because we're already grouping it by the city. All right, and then after that, we're going to give it another space with a console.WriteLine, and then we're going to use Linq to select the names of all people. So variable names from person in people, select the person's name, person.name, right? Console.WriteLine, names of all people. For each variable name in names, console.WriteLine names. All right. So we did filtering for people over 30. We did filtering with method syntax to find people living in New York. We did ordering to order people by age. We did group to group them by their city. And we did select names of all people. So now with that, again, I'm so sorry this is going fast. It is very exhausting for me. And I've already made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos today already. So I just kind of want to move on from this. And now I'm going to have to do my other videos tomorrow. So my schedule is a little delayed. But anyways, let's control save. Let's run this. And now you're going to see the results. So I'm going to move this over and we're just going to go over here. We're going to go back to the top, right? So the first one we ordered people by the age older than 30. Well, this is just this one. Let's see. Ugh. I've explained this so many times. I'm so exhausted. So this is people grouped by city. I think this one was supposed to be people greater than the age of 30. But I might be wrong about that one. No, that was supposed to be people grouped in the age of 30. See, now my brain's off. I don't even know if I put the right code in. But we'll skip over that. Now we're going to group people by city. So people grouped by city is going to be New York, John, age 30, Sarah, age 35, city Los Angeles, Jane, age 25, Anna, age 22, city of Chicago, Mike, age 40, Paul, age 28, names of all the people, John, Jake, Mike, Sarah, Paul, John, Jacob, Jingleheimer, Schmidt. Okay. So that's right. I didn't display a lot of other things. But from here, I think you guys get the picture, right? I think we're understanding now. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. This was a lot to do over and over again. It's just exhausting to constantly write the same thing. And then I probably screwed up somewhere. But as you can see, there's about 90-ish lines of code in here. It's not that long of a program, but it's exhausting to do the same thing over and over again. But yes, if you guys have any questions about this, again, we did filtering with method syntax, ordering, grouping, and selecting. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment. I can go over them as best possible. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. It's very exhausting to do this video so many times. We're at 10 minutes. This video actually took me 30 minutes to do, and then explanation. So it was about a 45-minute video, and I've done that 6 times. So I've essentially wasted 3-4 hours doing this. So again, I'm very sorry, but I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And that's going to be all from your favorite syntax sorcerer. So make sure you don't get hit by the Cruciatus curse on your way out. Thank you.